I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Good afternoon and welcome to Camnet TV Midday News. The headlines. The UPND threatens violence against anyone who will insult President HH. Heavy rains cause devastation in Monza district. Join me with the details after this commercial.
Team, the trajectory of the business looks very positive, and it looks like we'll be able to launch the ministry.
There's so much data.
Mom.
Yes, baby.
It says here, global warming and climate change is caused by the pollution from careless activities of human beings.
Wow!
Son, do you know I can turn my phone into a TV remote?
How's that possible?
It's so easy. Check this out.
Be smart, be fast with mega data from Zamtel. Get your 15 GB mobile data for only 100 kwacha, 30 GB mobile data for only 200 kwacha, and your 70 GB LTE data bundle with free Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Visit our Facebook page, website, or service centers countrywide for more information. Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
And other media news in detail. Market traders operating at Chitamalesa area in Rufunsa district have bemoaned the lack of market shelter in the area. A check by Camnet News around the area revealed a market foundation which the traders say has remained incomplete for a long time. The traders have since challenged the government to handle the matter of constructing markets all around the country with the urgency it deserves, stating that their business is negatively affected during periods such as the rain season.
Markets play an important role in the economy as they provide a place for selling various commodities, including agriculture produce. In this sense, markets also play a vital role in ensuring food security as people such as farmers have an assured place to sell their produce. The major problem in the country has been the limited number of markets against an ever-growing population of market traders. The International Labour Organization ILO indicates that about 70% of Zambia's employment population is in the informal sector, with majority of these activities being around trading in places like markets. This has led to a deficit in markets, especially in the rural areas of the country. This is the case of Chitemalesa area traders in Rufunsa district, who say all they have is the foundation of a market shelter, which was erected during the Patriotic Front administration, but has never been developed.
Pachitemalesa pano tina problem ya market, so apa manje yankati atuwesi tenze na chisheota chinabwa chagwa chisheota so tigulisira chepa mvula. Nzona tikira kwa foundation manje kanakanga bakalipoti mangira so atina problem so mvula ikabwera tikanga kugulisa kulibeno wamenti ngapezere ndrama ti so apotantikira vintu so ni problem yamene iliko kuno so tenzo pempako kutitandizira kuti mungatimangireko market.
I'll be 9 years in Chitemalesa, but I've never seen this market being built up. We have been promises, but we want this year at least. The new Don government, they have promised us to give us 25.7 CDF, which means this Rufunsa district, including Chitemalesa, this shelter of our mothers and our sisters, they will be able to be in a good shelter.
Mvula ngati yalo kwa business mankala suruka ikulibeko tantikira tibe shelter yotantikira hapo. So timangapezeka staki tibe na voshita. Tikache kunyumba kwembeleza mvula isire ikasira mvula ndipo ntibolo tantika tunatandizo kuti watisirize timangira market yani watiambira hii bakaisiriza manje tufuna manje pafupi pamene apa fupi jabe noti patali maningi ya
so tifuna ikuleko che market atimangireko ikulu kaive nangu futi pamabolo tantika mwamene muno so tifuna che market ikuleko.
Meanwhile, Zambia National Marketers Credit Association Zanamaka President Mr. Mupia Kamea has challenged cooperating partners to come on board and help in the construction of markets.
We would like to appeal to some of their cooperating partners to support our government, because government alone cannot do everything at one time. So we hope this works out very quickly. And so that our people are very much well secured. So on the side of Zanamaka, I think the job that we are doing now is to ensure that we reach even in those far-flung areas like Rufunsa. We are talking about to ensure that our people, the traders, are facilitated in terms of financing. We need to finance them. They need to access this finance. especially that now we have a government that has even put in place, the ministry specifically that will be dealing with finance, which is the small and medium enterprise.
He further says the United Party for National Development UPND administration should ensure equal distribution of markets even in far-flung areas. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Rufunsa District.
Democratic Party President KALABA has accused President Hakainde Hichilema's special assistant for politics, Levi Ngoma, of interfering with some of the current misunderstandings in the party. Addressing the media Tuesday, Mr. KALABA says Mr. Ngoma is influencing the Registrar of Society in their decision. The opposition leader has in this regard called on Mr. Ngoma to desist from interfering with the DP by siding with the Judith Kabemba faction. Mr. KALABA adds that he will report President Hakainde Hichilema to the international community for allegedly attempting to assault the country's democracy.
In addition to the wrangles that have continued in the Democratic Party, where Harry KALABA and Judith Kalemba-led factions prepare the field candidate on the party ticket to contest the Kawata by-elections on February 3, 2022. Democratic Party President Harry KALABA has accused Special Assistant for Politics Levi Ngoma of influencing the Registrar of Society in decision-making. Mr. KALABA has called on Mr. Ngoma to desist from getting the Registrar of Society to stand for the other camp allegedly claiming to own DP.
Republican President, through his Special Assistant for Politics, Levi Ngoma, has elected to get involved in the activities of the Democratic Party. When the information of the President's involvement in the DP was brought to my attention late last year, I reluctantly called the President and asked him to keep away from the internal activities of other political parties, as that was and is tantamount to abuse of his office as a Republican President. The President categorically denied any involvement or sponsoring anyone to destabilize the DP. It is, however, of great concern that while the President continues to refuse his involvement and sponsoring anyone to destabilize our party, his Special Assistant for Politics has been having meetings with the Registrar of Societies as well as the suspended members of the Democratic Party. As a matter of fact, the same Special Assistant Levi Ngoma had a meeting with those DP renegades.
Mr. KALABA has also challenged the head of state, Hakainde Hichilema, to allow political parties operate independently.
The same Special Assistant has even been having meetings with the staff from the Registrar of Societies to try and influence their decision and get them to favor the other group that is purporting to be the owners of the DP, in clear contravention of the law of the land. Why should the President's assistant go and get consent? Because we are aware and we have sight of a letter which Madam Mende wrote yesterday, confirming, Madam Mende should refuse if she wants us to prove that later, confirming that Precious Ntambu is the legitimate National Secretary. She wrote that letter to the Electoral Commission of Zambia yesterday. Upon the intervention of the President's assistant, that the President doesn't want the DP to participate in the elections, Madam Mende quickly wrote another letter to the Electoral Commission of Zambia.
Efforts of getting a comment from both parties accused the Registrar of Society and Mr. Levi Ngoma could not materialize by broadcast time. Blessings Chakwila, Camnet News, Lusaka.
The aged in Chombela village of Katuba constituency have appealed to the government to improve their welfare by incorporating them into the social cash transfer scheme. In the 2022 national budget, the government has set aside 6.2 billion kwacha towards social protection intervention. The social cash transfer program has has also been scaled up by increasing the number of beneficiaries and the transfer value. A senior citizen aged 101 is concerned that she has never been part of the beneficiary list despite applying several times.
The social cash transfer scheme has been a very useful program to safeguard the plight of underprivileged citizens in the country. Under the Patriotic Front PF administration, the scheme was not without challenges, and the most common ones being the untimely and unpredictable payments, as these beneficiaries would attest in a situation where they could not redeem their money without any proper explanation from authorities.
Zabwera 16 niende pabuthi atia izachita expired zabwereramu kuri wamene wanatuma futi apa 800 yenze yabwera 24 hours futi atia yabwereramu manje sitizi wavochita atendani ku social welfare tabwera ku social welfare atia endani kunyumba bazatuma na 16 ndiye mwamene wanachitira manje kaya.
Taking over from the PF, the United Party for National Development UPND administration acknowledges that the scheme was characterized by high administration costs, delayed payments, and misappropriation, but Finance Minister Stumbeko Msokotwane has assured to address these challenges. According to the 2022 national budget, the number of beneficiary households under the program will be increased to over 1 million from 880,539 as of the end of August 2021. The transfer value per household will be increased from 150 kwacha to 200 kwacha per month. For households with severely disabled members, the transfer value will be increased from 300 kwacha to 400 kwacha per month. At the age of 101 years, this woman, based in Chombela village of Katuwa constituency in the Central Province, is not on the social cash transfer scheme.
Then abani bambuya ngasala mulea baina 101 manje puti amene ipezeka kwametinkala like in tilima chaba tikalima milisi amene talima kalima kwa yambiri tagulisa tikagulisa nje mame tupeza tundalama tosunga bambuya aba then ya social cash transfer benangu bakola benangu sibakola like kuri bambuya abana balemba inapezeka kuti zina sinachoka.
They say with the prevailing high cost of living, they have been facing numerous problems. Hence, the fund would go a long way to alleviate some of their problems. One can only hope that these ward women will be incorporated into the program to help cushion them. Patrick Soko, Camnet News.
The United Party for National Development Youth Chairperson Gilbert Luswaniso has warned that the party will beat up any individual who will be found insulting President Hakainde Hichilema. Speaking to the media Tuesday, the UPND youth leader says the youths in the party will not wait to report people who will insult the president to the police, but that they will take the law in their own hands. He warns that freedom of expression should not be taken for granted and that people offer criticism with responsibility.
Social media has over the past weeks been awash with videos, posts and write-up targeted at attacking the Republican President Hakainde Hichilema. Others, such as the Patriotic Front chairperson for information Raphael Nakachinda, were unlucky and ended up in police cells for the offense of defamation of the president, which Mr. Nakachinda defended, saying he made reference to an ancient Bemba wisdom. The United Party for National Development UPND youths are, however, not happy with the attacks targeted at the president and have warned that they will take matters in their own hands and beat any person who will personally insult the president.
If you're going to insult Derek Hakainde Hichilema, who beat you, I'm not joking here. I don't need even the police to come in. I never depend on the police when in the opposition. We depend on our own. Yes. You attack Hakainde direct as an individual, come to direct as an individual. Just attack the government, attack UPND, attack Hakainde as the president. But if you go as an individual, I'm telling you, you won't even walk with Lusaka, wherever you're going. and you stop it. I've said time of taking people to the police, not now, because of defaming, no. We'll just follow you up and teach you a lesson. We were in the opposition, some of us. I never insulted Mr. Edgar Chagwaro.
Meanwhile, police spokesperson Ray Hamonga could not respond to the warnings by Mr. Liswaniso by broadcast time as he was attending a meeting. And Mr. Liswaniso has also warned youths in the party not to take matters to the media whenever they are aggrieved, but use the right channel to communicate.
But it would be again a mistake for us as UPND leaders that we rush and go to the media, attack your own political party, your own leaders. I think as a National Youth Chairman, I will become unpopular and to say no to it. I would rather become unpopular as a National Youth Chairman to say no to it. If we've got issues with leaders, we have the Secretary General. He can summon any minister, any PS, and talk to them.
The question that then should be asked is, should freedom of expression entail insulting those in authority, and is beating up those who attack the head of state the right way to handle the matter? Only time will tell. Prudence Chota, reporting for Camnet TV News.
The UPND threatens violence against anyone who will insult President HH. DP President Harry KALABA to report President HH to the international community. Those were the headlines. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.